this is Jared. This is the video on how to put together one of those documents, the reading documents. So what we'll do is we'll do it all from the beginning, where you get the article and put it into OneNote, and then put it in, then run it through AI, and then pull up the template and get that taken care of. So what we're going to do is we need to find the article, which I have one here. This one is about flamingos and why they are weird eaters. There'll probably be a physics one too, but so here's the article right here. We'll go to our handy dandy web clipper and get this clipped. The article, obviously, we're waiting for the notebooks to load, and then we'll get this clipped over, and then we'll move it from there. It does take a little bit to go here. We'll put this under all articles, like all the rest. Okay, so in order to get this exported and usable for School AI, you have to actually be logged into the OneNote itself. So I'll bring this over here. And when you're here, then we go into all articles. And here is that article. We go to File. The one time it's not working. Let's see if there's another one that I can use here. You go to File, Export, and you pick these. I usually just do one Word document, export it over, and then it shows up here. Then you save it. So it's saved here in this. It's now as a Word doc. So you get rid of the OneNote. You can move that out of the way, and then you move into School AI. Open up your tools. End up in Build Your Own. That's where we build most of these, and this is where the prompt is at. Okay. And then it shows up here. What you're going to do is you have to open one of the articles, and then it gets you to the prompt. So you can get rid of. So what I normally do is you click here, and I go to my device. Maybe it's in OneDrive. Or just pull up. Gotta remember where I put it. This is what I always forget. Oh, it's under PC download. That's what it is. PC. Yeah, sometimes they bury these in weird spots. So you open that up, it moves over, you upload it here, it moves over to the article, into the prompt, and then you click on regenerate, and then it will create that document, turn that into something you can use. Okay. The best thing about so sometimes what I've found is it skips paragraphs. Sometimes it doesn't pick the right words. So what you can do is you go to export Google Doc, and then it will move this over to a Google Doc for you. And then your setup has all the words set up, has the reflection questions all set up for you. And then what I do is I have a template that I've worked on that I've kind of created that fits what I'm trying to do with my kids. It's this close reading template. Oops, not that one. Clicked on the wrong thing. This one. So what I do here is I just make a copy of this. If it'll let me. I have a copy of it. Then I get rid of my original, well, just move it out of the way. And then I go back into my article and I start moving some of it over. Usually I go to the first summary. Actually, looking at this one, I think I'm going to just ditch the summary. Oops. And just put it, just do this one about content. So I take the first section of this and this opens up. Well, hopefully it opens up. And then what I normally do is I'll to give the kids a little bit more space on this. So yeah, and then to get it to come back up, I start just backspacing, and it comes back up. And then I go back to my paper. Put in the next section. Then we'll kind of give it a little more room to. And then just based on the way this works, we go. And then the last page of this is the 2-sentence summary and then these questions. Usually with the questions, I give them a little space here. And these questions are the ones they generate. I give them, let them read through and do it. And that's pretty much it. So this is the template I've picked for it. Keyword breakdown. You can put your summaries here. This space I haven't really figured out a good something for this. I've tried words, but not always, some of the words they have, they don't know. So it's a little bit different. Illustrated idea, I have them draw some sort of a picture that represents what they read. And that's been really good because I really like what they've come up with. It shows, it kind of ties in what they know with this information. And then they just have a little bit of space to put that in here. I need to, that might be a little bit too much here. So what we'll do is we'll take the content, put the other thing that was suggested to me, and I think that I've tried to do that a little bit more, is to change that upper space instead of being words to be and then we just kind of make this bigger, center it. Okay, and then they can put their question mark content up here, their illustrated idea down there. And it does come with an annotation guide. They're really good about circling unfamiliar words. They do that with these words here. Some of this other stuff I have not been very good at doing, and I don't really use this part. I'm going to try and do something else with it, but I haven't really come up with the best part, so I kind of leave it. Kids have asked some questions about some of the things that are happening on it, but yeah, this is kind of I wanted a simple annotation guide that wasn't super complicated, that they could read and use at the bottom. It's not something I've put into play as much as I should, but I have it. And there's your document right there. It's all set up, all good to go. It's short. It's not very long, about 2 pages with some questions. I generally read through it with them the first time. By the fourth one that we tried, the kids are like, well, we can just read it. And just kind of went from there. Thanks for watching. Bye.